What is up, my lad and ladettes, and today I am going to be showing you another Let's Build FIFA 20 Pro Clubs player. I've previously taken you through the best striker for FIFA 20 and the best cam for FIFA 20. Today I'm going to be showing you the best box-to-box midfielder, because there's only so many attacking positions on a football pitch, and some people, they prefer to get their hands dirty, do the dirty work, do the gritty work, win the tackles, play the early passes and allow the strikers to hog all the glory. We're going to dive straight into the height and weight, and as you can see, he's still 5'6", just like my other characters, because he needs to have high acceleration, balance, agility and reactions. Especially as a box-to-box midfielder, it's very important to have that reactions high, as the ball can ping about sometimes and the game can be a little bit scruffy. Your player needs to be able to react to how fast the ball's moving into loads of opposite directions. Having him this small as well also puts his sprint speed up to 93 and has his stamina on 94. Playing box to box is very important. You have both speed and stamina on your player, so you can help join the attack as well as be a brick wall at the back. As you can see, his weight's a little bit higher compared to my other players. That's because his strength needs to be higher. Being how small he is, there'll be a lot of taller players that try and throw him off the ball easily. Having that 75 strength makes him a real pain to just throw off the ball. He doesn't easily get pushed around, which is very good, and he doesn't need to be any taller, guys. It's your centre backs that will be winning a lot of the headers. So having a box to box, what you really need him to be able to do is get back and forth as quickly and as efficiently as possible, whether it's carrying the ball to start an attack or getting back and breaking up the counter attack. As you can see, guys, my stats, they changed from goals, assists, and I can't remember the other one, to clean sheets, tackles and interceptions. In the 658 games I have played as my box-to-box, I've got 3,985 tackles, as well as 643 interceptions. I think we can all agree those are pretty good stats for a central midfielder. I'm going to jump into the traits and the skill points and show you exactly how you should spend them. So here he is, and the first thing that is going to jump out at you guys is that he's a left wing back, and he's not a centre mid or a CDM or even a cam, yet you want us to play this guy in midfield. Well, I'm going to show you exactly right now why I do not play him as a CDM. Look at the difference in the stats. His passing has gone up by 1, his physical's gone up by half a bar, his dribbling's gone up by about 1, his pace has gone down by 9, guys. Having him at the left wing back or the right wing back, it doesn't really make a difference. You really need that 10 extra pace, guys. It makes a massive difference when playing in midfield, because as you've seen from my other videos, the meta is pace and acceleration and the agility. They are all the strikers. Just like in my video, you need to be able to keep up with them. A CDM with 82 pace stands absolutely no chance in running up and down the pitch and keeping in the game. Skill points, guys, and jump straight into the physical. The strength, have it maxed out. This is the stamina, sorry. The strength, have it maxed out. Have it all the way down to the bottom. The jumping's not massively important, guys. He's got 85 jumping. That's pretty perfect. Stamina, obviously he's running back and forth a lot. As you can see, I have 94 stamina. That is very important on the box to box, and I'm going to come back to this second win, guys, in the 75th minute, when your player is going to be tired, which he will be if you're playing as an effective box to box and getting up and down the pitch. That 25% boost is a make or break for the last 15 minutes of the game. It can be the difference between you carrying the ball up and inspiring a counter attack to get that winning goal, or cutting off a pass which puts their striker through one-on-one and stopping you from conceding. Make sure you have second wind on, guys. I cannot stress it enough. Defending, obviously as a box to box, he will be doing his fair share of defending. It's very important to have his interceptions at his highest. As you can see, my interceptions are 91, because in the middle of the pitch, the ball will be flying past you a lot. If your interceptions are lower, guys, your player will not stick his leg out to try and get in the way. A lot of the time the ball will just bypass you, and it's very, very frustrating when the ball's within half a yard to your player and he just ignores it. So please make sure your interceptions are on max. Standing and slide tackle, I've gone through the basics of them just to get them to around the 85 mark. Slide tackle is not massively important because you shouldn't be making any silly last ditch challenges anyway. That should be on the centre backs only if they really, really need to. Slide tackling isn't very effective this year on FIFA. It's not like FIFA 14 where you used to click square and every single slide tackle will be mopped up. It is a lot harder to time it perfectly, especially on pro clubs, because a lot of players tend to be very good with skills and they tend to roll the ball away from you as you slide tackle. Dribbling, guys, it's very, very important to have a decent amount of agility. As you can see, I've gone all the way to the bottom on this one for my agility, and I have mopped up the agility. The ball control and the skill moves aren't massively as important because it's very, very rare that you're going to be turning somebody in the box and need that high ball control to beat them first time. As you're in the middle of the pitch, you tend to get a little bit more time on the ball anyway. You can see though, guys, I have got one skill move boost because I really need a step over. I just need him to be able to perform a basic step over or a basic ball roll because it can really open up the game and steady the player for a pass. If you're turning around and starting a counter attack and you've got a player running towards you and you know your player's left footed, doing that step over and shifting it onto his left foot before releasing a triangle to the winger is so important. It makes it 10 times more accurate and a lot better played. Passing, guys, it's very important to have long passing high. Because if you're in the middle of the pitch and you've got your wingers running across, or you're under pressure and you need to get the ball away but you also don't want to concede possession, a long pass is the best way to do that. Passes the ball over to one of your teammates and allows them to either start the attack or just hold it and maintain the possession. Curves, very important, guys. You can see my curves are 90 on your right hand side of the screen. This is very important because when you're in the middle of the pitch and you're looking for your options and you see either your left winger or your right winger bursting forward and trying to get in behind, there's a gap between the right back and the right centre back, or the left back and the left centre back, which you can play a pass. If you hold R1 triangle, will curve perfectly into their position. This only works if your curve's high enough, guys, so that curve's really important in playing your team in behind. Other than that, guys, you can see the stats on the right. Passing's pretty self-explanatory. I would also make sure your crossing's high because you're not always going to be out on the wing to be able to whip a ball in. So them 45-degree angles where you're just outside the edge of the box and you need to chip it into your striker, finding him's a lot harder in this FIFA than it ever has been before. So as you can see, I have 93 crossing just to make sure I can hit my striker on the head. Shooting, guys, this is where the build takes the hardest hit. I put nothing, absolutely nothing on finishing. That's because I back my own FIFA ability to be able to put the ball into the corner anyway. As you can see, all of his stats are defaultly above 70. That's pretty good for a box-to-box midfielder on its own because you're not relied on to score goals. However, that being said, there'll be times where you are in the box and you can take a shot and his finishing will be a little bit weak. Way you can get around that is if you come back over to dribbling, you take it off the skill moves, go down to 2-star skill moves, you get your finishing to a basic level and a shot power a little bit higher. Now if you look, you have 75 finishing and 72 shot power. He should be putting a lot of your easy chances away, but I don't tend to shoot that much as a box to box, so I prefer to leave my skill points on the skills. Pace, guys, this is the first time I've done this on any of my builds. I completely max it out. Acceleration and sprint speed need to be absolutely at the top due to constantly running back and forth, because there will be strikers that will be quicker than you and there will be midfielders that might be quicker than you, so you need to make sure that you are quick enough to keep up with them. The worst thing you can be on a box-to-box player is be slow and not be able to go back and forth. Not being able to go back and forth and keeping up with the ball, because you'll find that you're just running about in the middle on your own, and the ball is just going past you, and you kind of feel like you're not playing at times and feel like everyone's overlooking you. So having the high sprint speed and acceleration, very, very, very important to this build. Also, in terms of being on the ball, it's the 89th minute, you've picked up the ball from an opposition corner, you're running up the pitch, slow acceleration and sprint speed, you're going to get caught. You're not going to get that last minute goal and win the game. Whereas if you have it high, you can get down that pitch quickly, you can find your pass, and then there you go, 1-0, 90th minute, job done. Likewise, opposite way, your team has a corner, you're in the box, they win it and they're breaking, you need to be quick enough to get back to help cover your NE. Goalkeeping, there is nothing on goalkeeping. I don't know why there would be for a 5'6" midfielder, but don't even bother, guys. Like, don't even bother looking at the goalkeeping section. I know none of you will, but just there's some people out there it has to be said for. Other than that, guys, that was my box-to-box midfielder. If there's anything I could do differently, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd just like to reiterate, this is a completely subjective opinion on what the best box-to-box would be on FIFA 20. Other than that, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, share the video with your mates. Thank you so much for watching. The response I've had on these videos has been overwhelming at times. So for that, I just wanted to say thank you. I've already hit 140 subscribers and 2,000 channel views, so that's wicked. Thank you, guys. Please keep getting out the videos. Please keep sharing the videos. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments down below.